Hey everybody, Jared Wright with the Share Group. Super lucky and fortunate to have my friend Riley with us. Riley, how do you say your last name, dude?
Richobene.
Richobene, Riley Richobene. So the Share Group is excited to talk to our customers. We want to share the stories of the relationships we have with agents that are the most successful and they're out there doing the grind. I appreciate you joining us, Riley. Tell me a little bit about your life in real estate, man. How long you been doing it and where you at?
So I got started in real estate career as a realtor about 3 years ago in November. Previously worked as a special education teacher, wanted more out of my career, wanted more control, always had that entrepreneurial mindset that I wanted to put into action.
What took you over the top? Did you profile a brokerage to go towards? Did you have a friend in the business? What made you decide on real estate?
So I started listening to Bigger Pockets, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
Really just wanted to get into the investing side of the business and thought the easiest way to do that and learn would be to go with a more investor-friendly brokerage. Narrowed it down to a few, ended up being between EXP and Real. Ultimately felt more comfortable with people at Real, so that was
an easy decision. And you've been with Real for the 3 years. Yeah. And Real's been, especially the Chicago office, has been a great resource for our company. And that's because of you, Riley. So we really appreciate those introductions too, man.
Yeah, of course. Happy to give it out.
So tell me a little bit about the 3 years of real estate. What are you out there hustling for, listing type deals? Are you representing buyers, or what was your focus? And you kind of touched on investing. Touch a little bit about the type of deals that you're doing and how you're getting them.
Yeah, absolutely. So starting out, I really wanted to stick with that investor side of the business. I didn't feel like having one client every 7 years is really going to give me that opportunity to grow my business. So went out, looking for the most beat up properties I could find, build an investor database, find fix and flips for investors. So 2021, when I got started, it was a real easy year. Real estate wise, it wasn't hard to find those types of deals. There was just a lot of transactions. Second year in real estate got a little bit more difficult, had to pivot. So I started trying to find new ways to generate business. But I actually was watching YouTube, Brandon Mulrennan, saw that he worked with your company. I did a little bit of research and decided to set up a call with Sean, and the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history. Brandon Mulrennan is a resource that comes up every day in our business. Our relationship was built organically. I mean, he responded to a Google ad we had in 2017. And truth be told, we probably had 50 responses and 49 were dudes thinking they could wholesale. So we were pretty lucky to get someone like Brandon Mulrennan, and then to have him as an advocate of our business is really the best referral we can get. Is when someone's out there with the 100,000 followers on YouTube is telling agents and investors that we have good data. That's pretty cool. So speaking of good data, I know you've said that you've gotten like 10 plus deals from our data through the last couple of years. What data sets have you been utilizing, and what are you looking forward to in 24?
So absentee owners have been basically my bread and butter. Usually, at least in my area, a lot of the absentee owners own multiple properties. They're always looking to expand their portfolio. So that creates a lot of opportunity, not just for one deal, but for multiple. For example, this past year, I have a guy that is 95 years old, lives out in Arizona, has 3 rental properties that I just helped him get right last year. Well, now this year, he wants to sell them all. So it's definitely a long-term game plan. It's not always instant, but situations like the reason why I've gone with you guys at the Share Group. So
I love that. And the day-to-day grind, you're calling these the data sets, or you're actually calling them?
Yes, partially. So I have a CRM that I use that's called Chime. Basically, what I'm able to do is import that Excel file that you send over to me with the absentee owners, plug that into my CRM, and basically just send out text to all these people. I feel like it was the best use of my time. Just let the CRM go to work and set them up on a long-term plan for those of the people that positively responded or interested in selling. And then for the people that have only home phone numbers, those are the people that I'm actually calling on the phone, dialing. So I felt that was the best use of my time.
Well, that's awesome. What advice do you give to agents now with the buyer commission drama? What do you offer for agents in 2024?
I think you're going to waste a lot of time with buyers, even if they're the most qualified buyer in the world. Very few people show 3 houses and put an offer on the house. That doesn't usually happen unless you're an investor, right? It's just a matter of the numbers working. So that's why I like that side of the business. Straightforward. This is a good deal. This is not a good deal. So focusing on the investment side of the business gives you a lot of different advantages, as well as being a listing agent, right? You know, once you get the listing, that's just your job to market that property, get it sold, you're going to get paid. So it's a lot quicker start to finish as it would be with a buyer. I've worked with a buyer 12 months before we find a house.
Yeah.
So I feel, from a time perspective, that's the best way for agents in 2024 to really capitalize on their business.
Yeah, I think so too. We just heard this from an agent today. He said the 24 is the year of the listing agent. So if you're not doing listings, you're not going to survive. And I think that's why the Share Group is the treasure map to the gold. We provide people like you, Riley, but you're the one that has to go out on the hunt and find your niche and your specialty in your market. But at the end of the day, the ones that are putting forth the work and the hustle and taking care of the little things are going to have the big successes. So we're lucky to have you as a relationship in our business, man. I appreciate your time today and look forward to kicking ass again in 24.
Absolutely, Jared. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. We'll talk soon.